more of that kind of really heavy team play setup, it's a good change to throw this late in the tournament.
Yeah, because, I mean, how would you expect it?
You can't expect that, so I can't wait to see what G2 are going to do here. Achilles and Paper Thin. Let's see if Heretics can close this one out 3-0.
Let's see, indeed, one more map is all that Heretics need to get themselves into that grand final tomorrow. Another best of 5 for this squad that has looked absolutely on fire throughout these first 2 maps.
It feels that there is little hope for G2. However, this team has shown time and time again that there is no give up. There is no let go. They will fight tooth and nail, and they destroyed Heretics on this map the last time they played. They're gonna be starting on that defender side where they had a hot 8-4 start. Push out from Icy. They catch a lot of damage onto Benji, yeah.
Knocked down to 45.
Patty too. Just a huge start there. That's such a huge advantage in a pistol round. And now, a thought about B, but it's actually the door being open.
This puts Icy in such a bad position where Woot is able to collect. Trent with a pullback. Gets himself out to safety, but does get tagged down to 78. Sees at the ready, gonna be sent, gets no catch. As Pooh will be able to get him taken out. The C site now opened up. And the early damage advantage absolutely stripped away.
Double flank for Valen and Jonah P. Leaf on the other side. Benji. Oh, he's already dealt with. Jonah P finds him.
Double flank coming out now through Mound. Everybody clustered up together here from the side of Heretics. It's an absolute wall. Swing onto the corner. The spam looking good. Jonah P gonna be taken down. Woot able to find that kill. Now it's all on Leaf. Pushes up into the smoke, and Woot somehow nails that headshot. Heretics, another pistol round win.
I mean, this mid-rounding here from Heretics is so good. It looks like G2 has them in dire straits off the rip with so much damage being done by the paint shells. But it's a great call to stack 3 at the door, and they catch Icy completely flat-footed. He has no hope. And then they do some damage on the way in, clear out another player. And even though Benji goes down, that alerts them to the lurk. They're able to double stack the door from Mound and shut G2 out of yet another pistol.
Another deep paint shell going out. Taking a little bit of damage. Spook himself push across to the opposite side here. Forward presence, and they just spray in. They find 2. Fish in a barrel.
They could do no wrong. They are just absolutely on fire with their reads. Paranoia clears the back of Mound, but nobody home there. Making sure the box is clear as well. Get Woot fast-tracked to an early showstopper to that big 3K start. He is going to be 3 away now from having a potential bonus showstopper available, and all this space being taken by Patty Tech, just waiting at the door.
Slide up, Patty Tech, quick to readjust, quick to shut them down. Orb taken, Woot just 2 away from that showstopper. Spike will be intended to be planted here. As Trent gonna be looking for timing, but it's being washed. Rien's is just so very much aware of this. They get the reveal. They will take, oh, there we go. Flawless round. Even Woot capable of whipping a couple shots. But it's all good. 2-0, flawless, everything carried over. And it's another solid start. And now the showstopper's online.
Unbelievable for Heretics. They just are swinging and rarely missing. Okay, yeah, a few shots missed there. But the overall game plan, the overall strategy is phenomenal for them. Contested C. Take advantage of the space that Patty Tech gained you over on A. Patty Tech so clean with that ghost. This time around, a little bit of extra util, sending the Prowler out to make sure that Mound is not going to have any unwelcome surprises for Team Heretics. They have such a fearsome bonus coming through, having to play so far back or G2. Look at where they are, all the way in Waterfall, because they know that the showstopper's coming.
Yeah, just gonna send it. Patty Tech at the same time, able to find Jonah P, that late lurk. Right outside that B connector, he's able to find the kill. Leaf wanting Dual peek, but oh, yep, getting a spot of it. Put a couple shoulders in, a couple shots into his shoulder.
Oh, this is so difficult. G2 knows there's a flank coming, and they're trying to get ahead of it, but it's going to be so tough.
He's not connecting. Paint shells, little value. Paranoia will crash across. Will find two. The Woot holding, able to find one. He's an answer back from Valorant, but now it's just these two players left alive. Blast pack up on top of the side, proper the swing out. Valorant able to shut that down. Woot going to be held at bay. The time starting to dwindle, and Patatek now arriving. About to make his presence known. The snake bite going to be thrown down. Valorant, he's so damn low. He's so damn dead. Patatek plays it slow. And Heretics crush once again.
And this is something that has been killing G2, is losing a player early. And even when they get the first kill, sometimes they've still been not able to convert, but this right here opens up the map so much, and it forces G2 to have to really press. And even though they're able to use a good paranoia to buy some space, get some kills, it's not enough to get the job done. And Patatek there with a beautiful snake bite reads that situation beautifully and continues to be an absolute menace.
Shadows traveling. Bull Sheriff's one stinger here for the side of G2. Trying to pull off a thrifty. Get themselves on the board nice and early. Wanting to avoid the trend that we've been seeing. Sleep from the peek out. Shot there onto Benji Fishy, but he's able to backpedal. Now Smoke has to come out just so they can go ahead and pull away as well.
Got mound control, but a weak buy. Not much they can do off of it right now, so they're going to try to back up towards the safety of the Killjoy utility that Leaf has if there is going to be a C hit. And once again, Patatek is slipping through the defenses of G2. Made his way all the way to the baby door. Once again, they're calling the reinforcements, but this time, G2 is holding the line. Wu able to dodge that haunt, and that's going to send a few players starting to drift different directions. However, doubling back.
The corral, yeah. Taking their way forward, maybe trying to audio bait a little bit there and make them think that the site has been evacuated. Into the back either way. Eventually finding some decent damage here. Is Patatek going to be held by the Teased, but Woot able to still find one. Patatek getting another. Valorant, a headshot. Icy with one himself. Swing forward, he just can't get that reload off in time. Leap now, last one alive versus three. Spike collected and the plant will come through.
10 seconds left.
So difficult. So difficult for Leaf.
Spots him with that weapon just out of reach. Cannot collect it, will get taken down. Some kills found still, certainly some fight in them, but Team Heretics now 4-0.
It was some pretty good util usage there, especially from Trent. It's a great seize. Stalls as much as he can. Gives at least some hope to G2 in this round. See 3 players caught by it, and they're able to get 2 kills.
Down A.
Then Patatek, who is picking up right where he left off on Icebox. Tremendous 7-0 start. 2 away from a Viper's pit. And look at Woot, halfway to another showstopper already. And the altar just starting to come into cycle here for G2. Icy with that orb grab, 1 away himself. Util at the front door. See if they can bait that out.
Right stand. Oh, the TP up.
What?
Leaf ready for it. Finds that kill, and now Nanoswarm able to tear Woot apart. Gonna be just repositioning, getting himself in alongside places patiently. No one checking for him. He's able to get both. Gives him in with a pinch, and as Valorant arrives, a headshot connects. G2 will find that first round win.
Yeah, Heretics goes for a pacey play, but they hadn't really identified the Killjoy defensive setup that Leaf was going to be using, and they fall prey to it. One taken down by the Nano. Boo just TPs into his death. A little bit over eager there from Heretics, but the confidence is flowing, and you can go for plays like that when you're 4 rounds ahead to start a map. You can go for plays like that when you're 2 maps ahead in a match to see if you can just brute force your way through your opponents, break them both mentally, spiritually. Oh, Icy. What a pick.
A fantastic catch. Shades of what Texture was doing to them on this very map. Good opener. Patatek not allowed to find value here in this round, not allowed to assist his squad, but Heretics overall still have been decent about fighting back when they have these disadvantages.
And it's tough now for Heretics because that showstopper's in play. So they're being very, very cautious, trying to figure out where exactly Icy moved over to, seeing if they can avoid losing a player, at the very least exchanging off that powerful ult. That's a big confirmation there for Trent. He's got that Odin too. Rien's Benji Fishy already dinged up. Boo as well.
Just want to try to overwhelm him. Meanwhile, TP over towards stairs, but yep, going to be intercepted. Valen wise to it. Denies that flank. Ooh, in the meantime, just inching forward, but not really taking too much space. Jonah at the ready, bite in hand. Got that left-hand side.
30
coming
seconds
down.
left.
The paranoia. Crashing across, connecting onto Leaf the perfect time, but Wu also being connected on. As the rocket comes flying out, and that's going to be the Razes traded out. Leaf still here, still standing strong. And Jonah P now making his position aware to the other team. 4-2. G2 hanging in there.
They're just doing such a good job of denying any opportunities for Team Heretics to create space on the map. Every angle they try to take is immediately shut down, and right off the rip, that sets the tempo. Yeah, you lose the showstopper, but that's okay. You got the read. That allows Leaf to spray through onto Benji Fishy, getting a lot of info.
He TP'd above me.
He tried to, Jonah. He tried. You denied it.
Another method of Hazy take, the push out. Oh, somehow readjusts. Icy taken down. It's just when G2 feel like they're finding their footing, finding their groove. Who does that?
That's bananas. The fact that he turns on that is insane. I mean, we saw it from Trent earlier, but that is such a huge moment for Team Heretics because they maintain control of Rubble. But look at where Jonah P has gotten to. He's gotten all the way towards spawn, tucked into the corner.
And coming down, suspecting that somebody could have that forward linger, but they won't give it the time of day. Yeah, you can see Rian's watching for this. Just quietly, not wanting to make any noise.
Oh, Leaf ready with the lockdown. Just if there's any pressure at B.
He knows the paint shell has already been expended. Lockdown now coming through. Fantastic timing play here for the side of G2. Once again, flushing them back. Jonah P, does he want to try to go for any kind of swing out here? Once again, flush against the wall. Here's them shifting away, shifting in towards A. As he swings the corner, he's not going to be able to get a catch.
30 seconds
Turn
left.
recalled. An alarm bot set up for him. The flank going to be noted, but time starting to run low. 20 seconds remaining as they get their entry here onto the site. Valorant peeing out, keeps himself safe because that paranoia crashes across.
Spike planted.
Set up here in the drop, swing out to the corner, but Wu finds two more! Wu dead, but it might not matter. The pit's in play.
It's unfair. Unbelievable.
To clear out the double swing, Leaf trying to isolate, trying to pick off any of them. Wu tucks back, draws the attention, and Rienz collects the kill. Well, Jonah, this guy who's been putting up incredible clutch performances throughout the tournament. This one just a bridge too far. The odds completely stacked against him. Just has to let this spike detonate and let Heretics get themselves up to 5.
Unbelievable. I mean, again, it's one of these rounds.
Well, Boo dies with spike.
Yeah,
That was fine.
it do be like that. But again, one of these rounds where I'm kind of okay with what G2 does. It's just they get beat by better shooting. And it's Boo this time who's stepping up to the plate and knocking it out of the park. I mean, shutting down that Rubble push is insanity. I mean, he clears the haunt. He's looking over. Oh my God. The second bullet goes right to the head.
So laissez-faire from him. Just
Yeah.
casual,
Full hands up. Everybody full
casual
hands up.
little flick over to the side. Some of the rest of the team not having it.
No touching.
But now we've got the timeout call here once more for G2.
It's insane. It just feels like Heretics is so ready, and they had a triple stack on that angle that Boo got that double kill on. So they're so prepared for every push out that G2 wants to make. Every move that G2 seemingly feels like they can take, and that swing out of drop crumbles, and so does the round behind it. It's insane. This Heretics team
Playing like monsters.
Scary as hell.
Down but not yet out. G2. A 3-round deficit. Starting on the defending side here of Lotus.
Yeah,
Chance to still run this back if they can find a couple more round wins, get themselves into a good position at the half.
Someone call the Inquisitors, because the Heretics are running wild. Unbelievable.
There.
Another
Already.
Yeah, there's no raise here though for Team Heretics. This is all just a bit of a fake to kind of keep the extra forces of G2 planted a moment longer. I would expect that you would want to go for a pacey hit. But for now, maybe just an orb grab.
My ult is ready.
As Leaf has abandoned the site, smoked the door, have delayed things enough that G2 is getting forces into place relatively quickly. And yeah, Team Heretics just can't find the opportunity that they want. That smoke, well timed by Valen. The door open, have to account for that angle from B, looking for those quick rotates from G2, our Heretics, and we're gonna be coming through. Now they have to spread the map a little bit more, reestablish, or try to reestablish control for themselves. Haunt out, no contact off of it. Still, Trent goes for the spray.
Shot just a slight bit delayed. But no matter which way you slice it, as soon as G2 realizes that Seal Orb is going to be taken, it's either the showstopper or that Nightfall on the opposite side. Jonah P, it's an opening spray, nearly takes out Boo.
Oh my god.
Nearly takes out Rans. They're both down. 10 HP, 11 HP. Solid damage dealt there.
30 seconds left.
Saving them off and forcing them back over towards C, where Icy is able to get ahead of this Nightfall. Push up through the poison orb. Icy collecting two, knows that Wood is just on the other side of the box, and he gets it. The 3 pieces, the door once again tapped, just constantly revolving. Rans backing away from the alarm bot.
10 seconds left.
Plant can come through. Paddock Tech here at upper needs to do the lion's share of the work. Sees to try to slow things up. Push in! Manages to collect 2!
Player standing.
But now he's all on his lonesome. 1 HP. Certainly impossible, but no! Paddock Tech! He fights back! Looking for the ace clutch. Jonah P, the slow creep forward! How does he do it? He is on his feet! The crowd erupts! As Paddock Tech shuts it down! Unbelievable! Unthinkable!
Left.
I'm speechless. This is just disgusting. Gets the 1, gets the 2 on that angle. And then just down to 1 HP. Valen has him dead to rights, but Valen can't get him in time, and then he just spins, and he's ready. He just tucks in the corner. It takes him down. And Paddy Tech is perfect. It's 13-2. And you can see G2 knows that should have been theirs. That should have been maybe the turning point in this map. But instead, Heretics' run of absolute brutality just continues. They're unholy.
Just bottomless energy and haymakers in every single round. On the desk, we're talking about it. Each map, a reset. You forget about the past, you just look at the present, you focus on the game at hand. But that is one of those rounds that sends everything that's happened in this series thus far echoing back through the minds of every single player on G2.
Exactly.
Paddock Tech, hungry for that final, hungry to send another America's representative home. And that might have just been the final straw. G2, all timeouts, burnt. Can they rally back?
I mean, what do you do? Again, not playing anything poorly, our G2. It's just Team Heretics is so on form. Okay, that's a good opener for Trent.
Double face, and that's going to be Paddock Tech taken down. Solid advantage. Spike going to be scooped up.
Still have that showstopper, though, for Woot. Trent, though, Nightfall for a potential retake if this does continue to be a C hit. Leaf left on his lonesome on the C site. That util right at the front. Blue there has to check the corner. They get both the nanos popped. They get the alarm bot cleared. So there's a good opportunity now for Heretics to maybe spread the map. They've baited out a bunch of utility. They know that there's no more KJ util except for maybe the turret. And he used the, yeah, nobody available.
For the entry.
Yep.
Going deeper, looking for a target, sends it, and he nearly finds Trent. Down to 13. Just on a Campbell. Sight now theirs. G2 getting closer, getting ready for the attempted retake. It's gonna be the Nightfall to try to start things off. Chills out, spray across, Whoop gonna be taken down, Leaf able to find it, Valen with the stinger. Cleans up Rienz, but Boo still here. Benji Fishy in a more disconnected position, playing back over towards Mal, but now he's all on his lonesome.
Huge.
Looks like the timeout working a treat. Benji Fishy, it would have to be back-to-back ace clutches to deny this one away. He finds the first to swing out. He'll get himself a second. Damage still dealt. Some of these players from G2 not having too much cash, but they will get the round win.
Yeah, and once again, these early wins at A main, at A rubble, are really impactful for G2 and how they want to work the map. It makes it so much more difficult for Heretics to spread the map, to get a player lurking like Patty Tech.
Enemy remaining.
They have to go for these kind of slower executes towards the C site. They're very happy to wait them out. Showstopper dodged enough. That Nightfall hits 2 players. I was kind of curious about Heretics there if they were gonna send 3 back to Mound. Paranoia off the rip. Icy.
A very forward position. Jiggle Peak giving him quite a bit of info. Benji going to be tagged down to 30. Icy himself. Couple shots connecting.
So much util use. You've got the lockdown, trying to create space for it, but you're not really able to find enough comfort just yet, especially with Trent still holding the baby door angle. He's going to be backed off by the Prowler, but tricky position for Heretics to be in. Is this just going to be a B pivot right into the heart of Leaf's utility? Continue towards A. Oh, they're going through stairs.
Towards stairs, a forward position. That's where they want the lockdown to go through. They want to completely envelop this site, and they have. No real hope to try to take this one down. So everybody just having to pull back, having to respect this ultimate. As the spike now gets brought forward into the site, will be planted. Leaf as well noted.
Spike planted.
Quick clear on the turret, the slowdown. Benji Fishy though, aware of this positioning. Leaf, does he think to just go ahead and try to go bang the box? He does not, and Benji Fishy nails the headshot. Snake fight, gonna go a little bit too deep. Benji not held at bay, tries to flick up, still puts Icy down low, but now Showstopper online. Trying to lead the charge, but Rienz peeks, finds the kill, now Patty takes strikes from stairs. Trent dead.
Last player
And everything we've done now by Valen, the IGL, the captain. Seems like he's just gonna be going down with a ship. Finds one, but the time is just not available to him, but Patty Tech cannot find that elimination. Swing out of the smoke, and Valen, he's finding the frags, but he cannot find that round win that they so desperately need. Spike erupts. He and Rienz will go their separate ways, but Heretics continue to stretch the lead.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good at getting through these tough situations, getting themselves to that position where they can use that lockdown. So aware of their space, so aware of what they need to do. And Benji Fishy wins a huge 1v1 over by the box and able to buy a lot of extra time and attention. And then Heretics get their players into positions where they can shut down that Showstopper instantly. Rienz right there. Johnny on the spot. Make sure that there's no hope for G2 in this half. And it is going to be at the very least a positive affair for Heretics on their attacker side. 1 away from a Viper's Pit is Patty Tech. 2 away from another Nightfall is Rienz. Okay, there you go, that works.
It goes up over the top.
Yeah,
Not going to the pathing I would have expected, but Boo able to find 2.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, the man is just murdering over at A. He's by himself. The rest of the team's playing outside of C. And he just massacres them.
I mean, there's just... It feels like there's no hope for G2. It feels like Team Heretics has come into today with impeccable mechanics. 4th, you got it. Jeez Louise.
Cannot be denied, cannot be put down.
Last round before the switch.
We'll have to see the replay to see exactly how everything unfolded as we get ready to go into the last round of the half.
One.
Great spot there.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh, just one by one they push, and one by one they fall.
I mean, they're just so strong. And again,
And never has the word boo been more terrifying than it is today.
look at now. They've got the Odin for the spam. Oh! Wow,
Hey,
the timing.
stick it out. Doesn't even take that much damage from it.
Yeah, great timing on that TP. Fantastic stuff. So, hit used over at C to try to barricade Heretics from getting in towards that site. Jonah P all alone. Certainly gonna swing out, you would think, just gonna hold the edge. Seeing if he could catch him off guard. Maybe they don't clear that angle, but instead, Heretics opts to try a different direction.
I mean, this is a double stack very far forward. Triple stack, in fact. Didn't even notice that Balin behind them.
G2 taking a play out of 100 Thieves book there, stacking players on top of one another. Turret, it's a little bit of info. Nightfall doesn't hit anything. You know you've got some space cleared. Leaf maybe flirting with playing out of the smoke, but opts to just wait this out.
Yeah, so he just has the Outlaw trying to get an angle. It's gonna be so very difficult. Boom! He still snaps, he still gets one!
Filthy.
It looks like he's dead so right. He looks like he's not responding, but he still finds that kill. Woo now, getting Leaf. Rian's already with Jonah P. Swings out and will be shut down. 2v3. But it's difficult to see how G2 could potentially get this round to try to make it 84 at the half. That's like having to back away. Paint Shell landing near his feet, but time is dwindling. It is not on their sides.
One enemy.
Benji spotting the first, knows the others within the pit, and Woot will take him down with a shorty. 9-3 at the half, G2 on their last legs.
Switching sides.
Bombastic, it's brutal, it's brilliant. Team Heretics are in cruise control to go to the grand finals.
What is
that? Is disgusting. They are just hitting unbelievable shots today.
One enemy.
And the reaction timing is just absolutely out of this world.
What do you do?
You die.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is the answer. But now, 9-3 at the half. We'll pass this back over to the analyst as to break down the action.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paper Thin Heretics. They're so close to that grand final, and they've been playing so well. The consistency throughout these three maps, Mimi, is incredible.
It's been excellent from this Team Heretics squad thus far. This third map, again, they have come out swinging on this attacking side. Boo, I think, is calling some great mid-rounds, but really what you have to look at is all of these late round moments, the ace clutch from Patatek, the multi-kills from Boo. Every member of this team is rising to the occasion.
And even when it feels like they shouldn't be able to get away with anything, I think that was round 11, Boo looked like he was asleep. It looked like he was looking at the minimap or really not paying attention. Somehow just blindly turns, manages to get a one-tap anyway. And I think it's just so difficult for a team to respond to something like that when it feels like everything is going against you. Heretics, I think it was Seth who said it, it feels like cruise control. And there's no stopping this vehicle right now.
This team is so incredibly full of confidence. They have no doubt that they are going to win this series. And to put that in perspective is insane. Both these teams came in with low expectations, but for Team Heretics, playing with a sub, having to rebuild their ideas without a key player, having to adapt throughout this game, and having to play G2 3 times. And now in the match that matters most, up 9-3. They're only 4 rounds away from their first international finals.
I mean, they beat everybody else to get here. G2 are the only team they actually even lost to in this tournament, and they're about to get their revenge. They're about to get another grand final. But for G2, it's not over until it's over. You guys like to say this, so I'm going to send it back to Seth and Clint and see if G2 can get themselves back into this game.
Well, it all has to start going into this pistol, something that has very much been eluding them thus far in this series. Team Heretics collecting the lion's share of those ever important rounds.
And what's insane, I mean, Woot has been wonderful today. Absolutely incredible stuff that he's able to do on those duelists. But Patatek, the 6-man coming in, has been absolutely pounding these last couple maps.
Oh, yeah.
He is destroying G2's hopes and dreams.
Woot now forward space, gets the dink, gets the finisher, and he gets the hell out. IGL on the floor.
They're just different today. They are just different.
See if Valen here in this pistol can pull off an Angel Masterclass, or if it's all gonna continue to spiral out of control. Tuck back at Bend. Couple shots opening up. He swings the corner, cannot reset it for that third elimination, but still does find Icy. 2 players now left alive. Spike recovered. Leaf trying to open things up over here at A. Finds one. Wants to go for the challenge. Spots him, kills him. As Leaf keeps him in this pistol round.
That's massive. I mean, Leaf has been a hero for G2 so many times this event. Able to come up with these big moments that can break rounds open. And he needs to do it more now than ever.
Back down to 50, but able to back away. Keeps himself alive. Spike now arriving. Lent getting ready to come through. Leaf drifting across the site. Working his way over towards Drop, where he wants to try to take a peek. And he's not quite ready for it. Boo. The instant headshot, the kill found. Tuck back into the smoke. Trying to pee up over the top, but the timing is found. They swing out. They get the kill. They get the round. Heretics up to 10.
Seemingly the beginning of the end, Achilleos. What a start there. I mean, doing so many things right. Obviously, it helps when Woot is hitting shots like that. And then they're able to set up this crossfire that's so deadly from Waterfall in the back site.
One enemy remaining.
Leaf doing everything possible, getting those 2 kills, able to get the spike over to the other side. But Boo has been so clean. He's 14-7 on this map. He has hit some disgusting shots, and he opens up the drop spot. And then it's just a bit of a misread from Jonah P. Typically so good in those moments, but seemingly now the pressure, the situation, the moment getting to him in G2.
Once again, forward space taken over here at Mound. And it's backing away, but Woot gonna remain on that line. Has a Guardian in hand to try to shut it down. Marshall to potentially be able to out-trade him. Needs to be the headshot. Do they opt to go for this? Same time, double push up here from G2. His shot's gonna be exchanged. The damage not found. Bit of space taken here as G2 try to scale up towards A. A Killjoy utility as well. There's Patatek there, waiting in tree.
All according to plan. For Team Heretics, they'd love to funnel G2 over towards that A side if possible, but right now, the strong side is A for G2. 3-2 split. Just trying to see if they can fish out one of those players over on C. 3 players here, though. So even if you're able to buy some attention, still have the KJ util. Still have Patatek to deal with a stinger.
Playing forward, but it's gonna be Woot. Finding the first, can't reset it, take down Leaf, but he will fall. And headshot across Patatek. Ripping apart Icy down to 43. Himself eating a little bit of damage with Benji Fishy behind trees, got the covering fire. Valen thinking that maybe he's gonna get a free kill. But nothing in this series has been free.
Oh no.
Icy finding one, but Patatek still holding the door. 11 rounds, 2 more to go. Team Heretics storming their way towards that final.
I mean, Heretics does not give an inch over to G2. Other than maybe Mound, but everything that they do there is intentional. Let them take a little bit of extra space and then shut them down. That hold in tree is so good for Patatek. You don't expect a second player to be in there. And Benji Fishy is waiting to just go for the bait. And it's hook, line, and sinker. Team Heretics on a bonus. Guardian and a Vandal, the big weapons, the big heavy hitters that they have available in their arsenal. Full rifles for G2. Certainly they can get this round.
Leaf expecting that jiggle peek. He's right for it, but cannot find the shots. In fact, takes more damage than he delivers.
Just so ready, so quick to react, our Heretics. Now they're gonna sneak Patatek into another corner. Try to see if they can bait this out, but right now, G2's attention is firmly towards A, as there's been no congestion of space around this orb, no congestion towards rubble. And that has to have alarm bells ringing in your head. Look at this, there's just a complete crossfire set up. Smoke does go down. Prowler out. Door open, here we go.
First contact here from Benji Fishy. He's going to be taken down by Patatek with the Stinger at range. Still able to find Jonah P. Fallon finding one. Push forward. Woot not going to be good for the kill. Just weakens him a bit. It's the plant coming through. 4 players still alive here on the side of G2. Wood upper, Guardian in hand. Rian's pushing his way through Link.
Oh,
weapon
upgrade.
recovered. See if he can put it to use. The swing out, noting one, backs off. Very about a very deep flank. One that will not be found. Now give the fan out here from the side of G2. This round just seems unwinnable for Team Heretics, who needing to take some space, needing to find some kills, but Rian's going to be taken down, and he will not be able to find leave. 4 players left alive. G2 found a 4th round win.
For what it's worth, it's a good win. You keep 4 guns, able to get a little bit of an economy going, but not that that's actually going to matter too much, because it's only 2 rounds that Team Heretics would need. So maybe some confidence. That's probably the best thing you could take out of this round is G2. And, you know, maybe if you could start stringing 4 or 5 together in a row, then it's going to be in G2's minds that, hey, we've done this before. We've come back from worse, but certainly there is a long, winding road ahead of them. Haunt not going to reveal anything. That alarm bot out way deep on mound there for Benji Fishy.
Placing swamp grenade.
The turret as well. Going to be cleared. There doesn't really seem to be any follow-up. The nano's gone as well, so all of Benji's Fishy utility, just information gathering at best. And now he's already pivoting. He's abandoning the C site quickly.
There.
And still continuing with this lack of contention for Rubble for Team Heretics at the beginning of the round. They're stacked towards B again, trying to see if they can find tendencies of G2 to be given that space at A. When they find contention right past the orb, then they pivot over towards B, potentially, but looks like it's a full-on swing towards C.
It's the alarm bot to alert.
Yep.
Poison orb emitted.
Goes off now.
You
That's
should
going to
run.
be the rotation starting to come through here for the side of Heretics. Still have Woot quite far away. The lockdown buys a lot more time.
Yeah, there's
30 seconds left.
plenty of opportunity now for Team Heretics to try to
See?
spread the map a little bit.
Trying to take a forward position. Paranoia going to be coming through. Pain Shell not going to be used. Just gives up that space. Pulls back away.
That's great. You baited out a big piece of this retake.
Haunt in. Spotting nothing. Pain Shell's to try and delay. Still available to him. Rand starts making his way through. 2 players here at Ben. Pain Shell flying down. Trent getting spammed out a bit. Trying to go in for the challenge, but Patatek up over the top. Able to find the headshot. Time, however, taking Jonah P. Slipping the net. Swinging around the back. They're all smoked off, but can he find the timing? He absolutely can! Valorant finds 3! Rand's finding 2, but he just doesn't have the time available to him. Jonah P. hearing it, drops down, finds the kill basically midair. G2 keep themselves in this game. They continue to deny match point away from Heretics.
Yeah, this is the G2 that we're used to seeing this event, that uses their ult well and then has follow-up plans behind it. Icy pushing space, gets so much attention, so much extra util. There's no real deep flanks available because Woot really takes his time making sure that there's not going to be another rotate over towards A. Even after that lockdown's invested, he's just hanging out, he's just waiting.
That's that energy, though, you want to be seeing.
Yep.
That talk you want to be hearing from Valen to try to inspire the players, to make them believe.
Look, these guys have been through so much in their careers. You know that they still want it. You know that they aren't going to give up.
Quite a bit of damage there exchanged between the Omens, but Woot knocked down to 45. Crucially, Valen keeps himself alive after having everything in the kitchen sink thrown at him.
There.
Once again, though, it's a weaker buy
There.
for Heretics. Woot one away from a showstopper. Rian's one away from a Nightfall. So one way or another, you're getting some big ults in the cycle. Even though Trent one away from his, Jonah P a couple away from that Viper's pit.
I'll find you.
For now, gun advantage.
Cleared. Benji Fishy trying to use the smoke against him.
Oh.
Back pedals. Bit of damage going to be found. Rian's Shifting over to try to reinforce this C site. Trent, orb right in front of him.
G2 really slowing down the pace, trying to take the wind out of Team Heretics' sails in more ways than one, but it's
30
map
seconds
presence.
left. My ult is ready.
Yeah, they grab the orb. They're going to invest the Nightfall.
Pull back, the dodge is there. Jonah P out lingering there, out lurking. Patatek finds that kill. Fishy just tucked back, a couple stray shots, trying to find that elimination. I believe he doesn't get a connection there on to Valen. Now down to 40, but still alive.
This is going to be so difficult. Sheriff's in a stinger. And the full rifles. Still a little bit of util. Haunts online for Trent. It's going to be challenging for Heretics, to say the least.
At the ready, the quick clear. Spotted, nothing learned. Swing onto the corner, and Icy able to deal with two. Rians and Boo both going to be taken down. Boo just trying to get a wall bang shot. Pain Shell now going to be sent flying. Benji Fishy out in front of it. For the round already over. Icy collects a third, looking for more. He'll find the fourth. Flawless fashion. G2 continuing to rally back.
Okay. It's getting to be game on. Both teams have their rockets in cycle. Rians with that Nightfall. So an important round for Team Heretics. They could really stop the bleeding here. And they're going to take a moment to consider it, it looks like.
First time out of the series, I believe.
For Heretics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Looking for these adjustments. Identifying, yep, we've been here before and we don't want to go through this again.
Yeah. You have everything you need to close this series out and head to the grand finals. You do not want to squander this opportunity, of course. But you need to take a moment to rethink how G2 is playing this. I think you need to rethink how you're contesting Rubble. I think you maybe need to give a little bit extra help to Benji. He's had a bit of a struggle on C site. His util setups are getting read pretty well, cleared out pretty easily by G2. I'd like to see a little bit of a change up, maybe a deeper turret, maybe the nanos a little bit further back, like behind the boxes on the way up the stairs towards C. If you're gonna do that, make it a little bit harder for G2 to read that. Let Benji kind of play off that a bit more, get some of those big explosive multi-kills that we've seen time and time again this year. Because the man is an absolute menace as an anchor, but a lot of times it's been on the Cypher, and on this map previously it had been. This is the first time we're seeing the Killjoy, this event, for him on this map. So definitely a little bit of an adjustment period for Benji. And it's again this early turret that's really out towards Mound. Is he gonna try to play off of it or not? The one way's there, set up for him, but so far G2 taking their time.
See if that timeout works a treat, if it's good enough to get Heretics up to 12, up to match point. Quick little drift away here from Benji Fishy, just gonna be giving up a little bit more space. As the turret does get cleared, knowing that that showstopper's on the opposite side, has to be able to respect that ultimate.
My ultimate is ready.
Jonah happy to just go ahead, grab the orb, and get that pit available.
And you have to be so cautious as G2. That showstopper of Woots could spell disaster. Could be the nail that begins to enter your coffin. Oh,
Not cleared.
oh no.
He gets spotted.
He gets lucky.
He's connecting. Kill cannot be found. Shell's not in alongside that big utility. Now Leaf going to be taken down. Peeking over towards B. Patatek able to find a very critical kill. Trent now drifting across showstopper. In play, but now he's deafened. Benji Fishy up over the wall. Finds that elimination with his talent. Quick to trade it, but now he's dead.
Spike down.
Rand's taking him out, looking for a second. He's got it. He's got the third. And Heretics have series point. One more round. The grand finals in their sights.
Just a beautiful change up here from Heretics. Absolutely love the way that Benji Fishy plays this. He moved his util back, and he was anticipating that showstopper, hit himself behind the pillar, and struck after it was too late to do anything about it. Absolutely insane stuff. And the comeback, seemingly not real for G2. We are so close, and Woot still has that showstopper. Benji Fishy 1 away from a lockdown. Patty Tech 1 away from a Viper's Pit. So much to work with here for Heretics to shut this one down.
All that explosiveness available. The round can come to a very swift conclusion here for either side. Valorant in a rough spot, but able to dodge out the lion's share of that damage. Tucks back, keeps himself safe for now, but still, heavy presence from G2 on this side of the map.
Yeah, they're really trying to maybe obscure this position of Boo. Seen a couple times this event. That corner has not been checked, and it has caused teams fits.
Woot. First a challenge. The swing in, the showstopper now. They're trying to hold him at bay. Sends it up close.
Great seize.
Not that much damage going to be found, but now he re-swings out, finds Trent. Jonah P quick to reply. 4v4. Benji Fishy down to 14. Jonah, Patty Tech, the Vipers traded. Still into a 3v3, still inseparable with that paint shell. Right at Benji Fishy's feet, takes him out. The plant now, Boo. Does he go for the swing?
30 seconds left.
He opts not to.
Planted.
The smoke dissipating. The man advantage here.
So tense.
Cover going out.
Can they clutch it up again? The wide swing, spotted. Boo faking the quick TP out. As Icy works his way forward, but he's not showing a pixel. Neither showing anything, but Boo able to suss it out. Finds the shot, but now he's dead and Rians is all alone. Alarmbot set up. Valorant in the corner. He cannot drag it across this time. G2, they stay alive.
That may have been the seize of Trent's life. They're able to dodge that showstopper, not give Woot any counterplay to push further forward, because there were so many players there for G2. Phenomenal reactions with their utility. Getting that paint shells kill as well. Very, very nice for Icy. And we go again. The heart still beats for G2.
Once more into the breach. But ults building up here for the side of Heretics still. Now the lockdown in play. Paranoia at the ready. Leaf would have been in such a rough spot. Turn their sights now in towards B. For Valorant in a potentially risky position. Here's the TP. He goes for the push. And that's the spike now. Dropped. 3 players sat on top of it. So we have traded places.
Oh, what a nano.
Nano gonna be sent. The jump out, the kill, the paint shell, the nano. As G2 continue to fight back.
The util has just been absolutely brilliant.
Planted.
G2 has such good reactions right now, but is it going to be enough to send us to another map? Turret cleared, identified is Benji Fishy. He is all but dead.
Everything sent at him. Prowler, Boombot, the push forward. Icy collecting the final. G2 closing the gap. 4 rounds is what is necessary to take us to overtime, to keep them in this tournament, in this series.
Well, now you've cycled more ults for G2. You've got another showstopper. You still have that Viper's Pit for Jonah P.
What a util dump.
Oh, it was amazing the way they read that. They're stuck at the door. Great call by Valen. Throw the mollies at their feet. It's great recognition and some laughs. Maybe for the first time for G2. Starting to feel like maybe they can do this. The hope is there. The dream's still alive, but only by a thread. It's a push towards B. Aggressive.
Oh, flush against the door, but nice return fire. Boo gonna be tagged down to 85. One right now on G2, spotless, pristine. Doesn't their way over towards A. Jonah P moving forward, just alongside the orb, taking a decent amount of space. Like door shut.
But are they going to remember back to the pistol when Benji was tucked in a tree like this? Him and Patty Tech worked this position so well. Are they going to be able to suss this out?
Patty starts getting a sense of it. The pit could just come into play immediately. Alarmbot cleared out. Push around the back side here. Icy hunting, sends the rocket. Not going to be able to find that kill. Boom! Somehow settings the aim. Finds a kill and Benji! He's done it again! Trent gets the plant, but now he's in a 1v3. The lockdown in play, and the hopes and dreams of G2 have come to an end. Lightning will not strike twice in Shanghai. G2 are the ascended
show in Shanghai here for Team Heretics. A 3-0 to send themselves to the grand finals to square off against Gen G. And it is dominant from the beginning to the end. Team Heretics were in full control of this series, starting with Woot, so hot today, and then Patty Tech coming alive as the match went on. Brilliant performance and just unbelievable shooting. It is unbelievable mechanics that are a big part of the equation for Heretics. They make good decisions, they play well off of each other, but they can win some fights that they have no business winning, and that's the sign of a great team.
For G2, few expected them to make it here, to make it this far in the tournament. And this is just the start. From Tier 2 into Ascension, joining Americas, and then getting another international appearance for a lot of these players that haven't had it in years. That's fantastic experience for them.
Yes.
But for Heretics, the journey, the story, it is not yet over. They continue onward. A fast turnaround into a grand final, another best of 5 tomorrow. But given the performances seen that were put on display by these players here, I think there is little concern about their odds versus Gen G.
Oh, no doubt. This has to be so fearsome, yeah. Gen G 2-0'd G2, but